so I've got some tweezers and also these gloves that I found. I actually forgot almost that I had them. But I don't actually think that just putting these on would protect much against the spikes. Like maybe if I like fold it over, it'll protect more. I don't know. We'll see. So one baby removed. There goes the second one. The third. And the fourth. Fifth. Sixth, bigger one. And actually squeeze it between the tweezers. And I think actually if you can see, let's see if we can get it to focus. The little red spots, I think those are like flower buds. Maybe you can tell the difference. There's one like right there. Yeah. So I need to set this more this way so that I can access the other side. Alright. What does this bring us up to now? 7, I think. It's the 7th one. Maybe 8. And 9. Came off really easy. I think this 10th one might be the last. So that's actually the biggest one. It won't actually fit really nicely between the tweezers. So what I'm probably gonna do is put on these gloves and start to repot that one. Or no, you know what? So what I'm probably gonna do is go ahead and pop the other babies off of at least this one, so that I can then work on repotting them. So we'll move on to that next. Alright, and some of these in this one are just hanging loose. So that's one. 2. 3. 4. I think those were the only ones that were like loose, but yeah. 5 very easily came off. 6. 7. 8. 'And I could probably take off these little guys. So 9, 10, little bitty guy. What was this, 11 or something? And I think 12 is the last of the babies. 12th one. These guys are so squishy. I hope I'm not squishing them too much. So then I'll just have to like repot these 3 main ones separately, and possibly these 3 mothers will be, you know, the new root stocks of 3 of those moon cacti that I have. So yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll just see how easily these might be willing to come off. If they'll just kind of like pop off, then that looks like a flower up there, but I think it's just because it's still growing. Yeah, those don't really feel, maybe that's a little inclined to pop off. Just off. Really a super big wound on the end there, so I don't even think I'll need to withhold that one from the soil right away. Let's see if this other big boy pops off just as easily. Yep. This one's got a little bit more of a stalk there, so maybe that should wait before I plant it. And I think I might leave the other ones on there. I mainly, yeah, if I do end up using these to graft some of the baby moon cacti, I'll probably pop the rest of those off. But in the meantime, I can probably just replant these as is. So, we'll go ahead and start potting the babies. I'm just gonna pick this one up by the spines and probably put it in one of these, well, probably this medium-sized container. I'm just gonna set them right on the soil, well, the soil sand mixture. So I'm gonna do that with all of these. Then we'll repot the parents. And hopefully by giving these guys, you know, enough room to grow into their own in these soil mixtures with the added nutrients from the potting mix, you know, like, these guys should be looking, you know, about this size before too terribly long, I would assume. It's about to be getting hot here in southern Georgia, because, you know, it's decently, you know, into the spring. We're about to be coming up on summer soon, so hotter weather's around the corner. Now what I might do for this bigger pot is to just plant some of these smaller babies so that once they start to grow, I can just repot them then, but I'm not wasting space in the meantime. Alright, so now these guys have way more space than they started with, and you know, with just the sheer number of babies that were growing in and on and around, because the ones that were laying around were just the ones that had gotten too big and popped off, with these, what is this one? Mammillaria gracilis fragilis. So, with those in particular, they just had gotten so big that they just popped off on their own to be their own cactus. And some of these babies that we got directly off of the mother plants were just not quite yet at that stage, so they can share a pot. And I'll take one of these Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing in this pot and just transfer some of the soil from this, because I didn't know when I put the soil in here where exactly these plants were going to go first. So I'll just finish filling up the rest of this. So that I can pretty evenly space these within this pot as well. Alright, and we'll just make sure that these get put somewhere where there's plenty of light. And I'm gonna go ahead and repot. Well, I guess first I need to make up some more soil so that I can use these two to repot. I guess maybe not this one. I think I want to put this guy in an even bigger pot. Like I was thinking maybe this ceramic one, since you know that's pretty good size. And it'll look pretty cool, especially if it successfully grafts one of the moon cacti onto there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and make that soil.